I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 10 years. You're ordered to pay a $1,000. Good morning. Are you Justin Chapa?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Chapa was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to aggravated robbery. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, we have.
Any additions or corrections?
Judge, I'll go ahead. Judge, I received the addendum memo from the store manager concerning his thoughts on this. I think there must be some mistake there, Judge. I've seen no reports of additional robberies, no indication that he was a suspect in anything else.
Okay.
I understand his concerns and appreciate him giving his opinion, but I don't think that matches what the police reports and everything else indicates.
Okay.
As well as the gang affiliation, Judge. There's no history of any gang affiliation.
Okay.
I know of none, Judge. So it's concerning, I know, on its face, but after looking at it, I don't think it matches the evidence in this case, Judge.
Okay. What is this? So there's a misdemeanor driving while intoxicated, an MTRP.
I was going to ask the misdemeanor prosecutor to dispose of that as part of this deal, Your Honor.
Okay.
So he'd still be on his DWI probation.
Okay. Anything else?
No, Judge. My client was, I believe, actually employed at the time of this at Motiva, if you can imagine. Since then, he now works at his family roofing business. Has been doing great on that. I sent him to a professional counselor on his alcohol issues, and he's been in treatment for that and has done well and will do anything the probation department wants him to do on alcohol treatment. And I know it's hard to imagine, but this really just was a terrible drunk error in judgment that he made while highly intoxicated, and I do not believe we will have, with treatment for his alcohol problems, we will not have any problems with him in the future. He is, other than what we saw in that incident, a very hardworking, respectful young man, and he is greatly sorry about what has happened.
All right. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Chapa, I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 10 years. You're ordered to pay a $1,000 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. That is going to include that you enter and successfully complete the JCDI program, which is an intensive outpatient treatment program. As well, I am going to order that you wear a SCRAM device, at least for some amount of time while you're on probation. That's a device that you put on that will tell me if you are drinking any alcohol. We'll get those updates on it. If it's tampered with, if it tests positive for alcohol, then that could be a reason for you to come back in on a motion to revoke your probation. I want you to get that SCRAM device within 24 hours. So by tomorrow afternoon, you need to have that done. Mr. Crenshaw and your bondsman and actually probation can give you a list of places where you can get that SCRAM device put on.
Judge, if I may, on the SCRAM device, just because I tried to put one on a client 2 weeks ago, they not only require the court order, so we'll have to have a copy of that, but they only come to Beaumont once a week, and it's on Tuesdays.
Okay.
And I just don't think that we can make that happen today, so I'd ask that he at least
Tomorrow's
have it on by-
Tuesday.
Well, I know, Judge, but we would have to get them the order and schedule the appointment, and it's a company that comes out of Houston, and they're very difficult to deal with.
Is that the only company that does it?
I would have to look into it, Judge.
I-
Are you talking about Recovery Hill?
Yes, that's who probation has sent my other clients to.
Yeah.
And they require all the paperwork, payment, everything to be done before they will schedule you for
Okay.
an appointment. I would just ask if we could please have until next Tuesday.
Okay.
To get that done.
All right, we'll do this by next Tuesday, end of business day. Should give you plenty of time to get that taken care of. So make sure Mr. Crenshaw obviously knows where to get that information. You need to make sure and get that done, get it paid for, wear it, and then not test positive. You cannot drink any alcohol at all, even though it's legal while you're on this probation. Do you understand? Also, a condition of your probation is that you are not allowed to be in possession of a firearm. That means on your person, it means in a vehicle, and it means wherever you're living. You cannot have any type of firearm. Do you understand that as well? Any other conditions?
I think that will cover it, Your Honor.
All right, then I'm going to hand you, well, first of all, Mr. Chapa, this is an excellent opportunity. And if you do everything that you're supposed to while you're on this probation, you do not have a conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation, if you are successful, the case gets dismissed. You're never a convicted felon. The other side of that in this case is extremely serious, because if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, found guilty, so then you're a convicted felon, and go to prison for anywhere in the range of punishment, which is a minimum 5 years in prison, up to 99 years or the rest of your life in prison. Do you understand? All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over all of your paperwork. Good luck to you.